talking on your live stream, and I don't want to see that. Okay, good. Hey, I hit the wrong thing. All this stuff comes up on my screen, and I'm trying to hit the cancel. I hit the go log out by mistake. Yeah, I was talking about me and Maupassant. I am a vastly superior writer of fiction than Maupassant. And Maupassant is the most famous, most celebrated author of French short stories. Okay, but you can see by reading the first chapter of Rossetti, and then reading The Jewels of M. Lantin, 1870, you can see how superior the first is to the second. I mean, let me count the ways. I mean, it's just so much better. It's always when you write fiction, you are applying your work to, you're judging your work by this criterion. It was given to us by the great Thomas Mann, great German Nobel laureate, author of great novels. He said, the novel must delight, enliven, and entertain. That's true of all fiction, short stories, everything. And so ask yourself, which of these two works, mine or Maupassant's, satisfies that criterion better? Okay? Which is the more delightful, the more enlivening, the more entertaining? Okay? I mean, if you don't think mine is, then I should not be your teacher, and you shouldn't take my workshop. But if you think that mine is obviously better than Maupassant's, I'll tell you the flaw he makes. It's incredible. You should know the story by now. Beautiful young wife brings home what her husband believes to be costume jewelry. She confesses that it is in fact costume jewelry. She says, well, I'll wear it until we can afford the real thing. She then dies a natural death, which people did back then, in their 20s. And he finds that he can't make ends meet anymore. So he looks around for something to sell, and he sees all this custom jewelry. He takes it to, I missed an important thing. At least twice in this part of the narrative, Maupassant describes, as the narrator, the jewelry as costume jewelry. He says it's just paste. Okay. So the reader doesn't suspect that it's really costume, that it's really genuine jewelry. So now our bereaved widower takes the costume jewelry to a jeweler. He says, "Is this worth anything?" And just takes one necklace, and the jeweler looks at the necklace, and under his loupe, and then he calls in people to consult with him, and he gives him a very, very high price, thousands of francs, I think. And the young man says, "Well, you must be mistaken. It's costume jewelry." He says, "Well, don't believe me. Take it to another jeweler." And this guy who has a college degree, he works as a mid-level bureaucrat, French government. He actually questions whether or not an experienced jeweler can make a mistake like this. Now, Maupassant does this because he has a second jeweler say, "Oh, I sold this. This is worth thousands. I sold this to someone, to the rich man that was supporting the hero's lifestyle by giving money to his wife." I was looking for a good adjective. Yeah. So this is these are two ridiculous flaws. And the first one being really bad. I mean, as the narrator, I have never read anything where the narrator, who is, a god. I mean, you don't know who he is. It's just a voice narrating. Okay, lies to you, and you find out it was lying. No, that's no good. So anyway, you're not going to find anybody in Iowa, a writers workshop, Columbia, NYU. I don't know if Yale. I mean, there's just 100 of them. You're not going to find any teacher as good as me, because they say if you can't do, teach. Well, these are people that couldn't do. So the teaching, I can do. Big difference. See, these workshops are not giving you links to the teachers writing, are they? They're not doing that. As I am. They'll tell you about some books, but they know you're not going to go buy the book and so on. But if you link it, bang, it's right there. You can read the guy's writing. I told you about how Iowa graduated 2 writers from the two-year Masters of Fine Arts program who wrote 2 novels that won Pulitzer Prizes. And I read the beginnings of both novels. One was a gay novel written for gay men, okay, which is cool. But I'm not going to be teaching you to do that, obviously. The other was written. The other guy, I think, got a Pulitzer Prize because he was some kind of Asian islander. I can't remember. Some obscure, exotic place he was from. He was an ethnic Indian. It was gobbledygook. It's crap. Nobody's going to read either. Some gays may read the one novel, which is fine. The other novel, nobody's going to read. I have a YouTube where I'm talking about this. These Pulitzer Prize-winning novels. I mean, our society is so full of shit. You can win a Nobel Prize, a Pulitzer Prize for literature, for writing crap, bad stuff. I am going to teach you to be Hemingway if it's in you. I'll bring it out. That's what I promised. So I want all you guys to take my writer's workshop. I'm going to be really disappointed with you if you don't. Okay. I think I've harangued you enough for one day. Please make sure this goes viral. So we got to get rid of Biden.